Screen actors, this video will explode 3 myths about acting agents. It'll give you clarity about what a talent agent can and cannot do for you. It'll empower you to make strong choices about how to achieve a really successful acting career. Myth number 1, your agent works for you. That means your agent is your employee. This is not true for the majority of actors in the United States and Canada. I won't comment on agents in other countries because I don't know enough about them. Why is it a myth to say that your agent is your employee? For starters, let's look at how you get an agent. Do you advertise that you're looking for a good agent? If you did that, how many reputable talent agents would respond to your ad? You guessed it, 0. Yes, actors must be confident. And we're told that when we meet with a prospective agent, the interview goes both ways. The agent interviews you and you interview the agent. Ideally, that should happen. But who has the upper hand in this scenario? The agent, of course. You need the agent much more than the agent needs you. At least that's the perception. We'll take a closer look at that perception later in this video. The agent has much more power when interviewing you because you're just one person who wants to join the many other actors on the agent's roster. Of course, if you're a rising star in demand, the rules of the game are much different. Who works for whom was really driven home during COVID. Self-taping suddenly gave casting directors and producers much more power than they already had. Before COVID, actors went to a specific location, a studio where auditions were held. Those studios cost money to rent, could only accommodate a relatively small number of actors, and producers had to travel, sometimes long distances, to attend auditions. Self-taping was a gift to casting directors and producers. They didn't have to travel or rent studio space anymore. They asked for and received digital video files with actors' auditions on them. In the COVID world, talent agents were suddenly submitting double or triple the number of actors for the same role. It gave agents a better chance at earning commissions. Submitting more actors for each role was like buying more lottery tickets to improve the odds of winning a jackpot. This new process also demanded more of an agent's time. Many of them became overwhelmed. They relieved their pressure and stress by slashing their rosters dramatically. You know, in Toronto, many very good actors found themselves without an agent overnight. If agents are employees, they don't get to fire their employers that easily. Myth number 2, the myth of representation. The dictionary defines representation as the act of speaking or acting on behalf of someone. Do acting agents do that? Yeah, kind of. Consider this analogy with marketing a product. Imagine you're an entrepreneur with a unique anti-aging product. No one else sells this product. You've worked hard to make it stand out in the marketplace. Now, imagine that you discover 3 other very good anti-aging products. They're not unique, but they're very popular. You decide to increase your profit by marketing these other products as well as yours. Your representation becomes diluted. You'll no longer give your all to marketing your original unique product. If your 4 products were people, how would they feel? The majority of actors have diluted representations. When your agent submits you for a role, she also submits other actors for the same role. How many? Depends on the agent. You might be competing with 3, 4, or more actors from your agency for the same role. I'm not attacking agents for this practice. It's just good business. I love my agent, and yes, he submits multiple actors for the same role. That's a reality in the acting business. That's just the way things are. But do they have to be? If your answer is yes, then accept the fact that you are not your agent's employer. You are one of many employees. You are one of a crowd. You do not call the shots. Louis, what's the point of all this? The point is a wake-up call. I'm poking you to make a decision. How much power are you willing to give away to the way things are? How much power can you actually have to steer the course of your career in a direction that you choose? I owe you my transparency here. What course did I take in my career? I took the easier path. I accepted the way things are. I didn't take full responsibility for shaping my career and pursuing my dream. Did I work a lot? Yes. But I'm still in a position of waiting for the phone to ring for my next audition. I've made my peace with that. But this video is about you and for you. That brings us to the third myth about acting agents. The myth that you need an agent to become a successful working professional actor. Huh? Am I saying that you don't need an agent? Yes, I am. Won't that make your career path more difficult? Yes, it will. More difficult, but not impossible. It will force you to become very clear about the roles you want to play. It will force you to prove that you can play them. How can you do that? With a camera, new skills that you will make yourself learn, and a YouTube channel that you will create. Finally, it will force you to learn marketing and promote yourself with a vengeance. If you do these things, you will experience true representation. I'm not judging anyone who decides to work within the existing system of the acting business. It definitely has its perks. You get to tell people that you're a professional actor, and you tell them your agency's name to prove it. That feels good. You can occasionally work on set with famous stars and take selfies with them. On most of those occasions, you will be a day player. Your character may not have a name, just Officer 1 or Nurse 2, and you'll get a paycheck for your day among the stars. Your agents and other business pros will tell you that your day player gigs are stepping stones to higher profile work. Maybe, maybe not. In most cases, your day player status leads to more day player work. If you work a lot, you can even approach a six-figure annual income. That'll heighten your perception that you're a successful working actor. On some level, that's true. But what about the dream you once had? Do you still have it? Do you still believe it's possible? Or have you let it fade away and land on the heap of unrealistic wishes and dreams? I hope this video pisses some of you off. Maybe then you'll call on the courage to challenge the status quo. More than one very successful famous actor stepped up to that challenge. Matthew McConaughey comes to mind. When he was unknown, he decided what characters he wanted to play, and he spoke up about it. The result? He got to play major roles very early in his career. He got to play those roles even when a director wanted to cast him in a different role. He stated in a number of interviews that he's picky about the roles he chooses, and they have to be ones that interest him. He said no to many lucrative roles because he didn't like them. I can hear some of you saying, yeah, but I'm not Matthew McConaughey. The fact is that he wouldn't have become Matthew McConaughey, the respected, versatile actor that he is, without taking the ballsy stance that he did. Let me know what you think about this video, even if you hate it. There's a method to my madness for giving you this perspective. It will become clearer to you in my upcoming videos. You see, in 2024 and 2025 and moving forward, the nature and rules of the acting game will drastically transform. Too much acting training and models are based on theories and practices that have no relevance today. You'll have to get uncomfortable to step into the new rules and the new game. You'll find links below this video to my in-depth free ebook on self-taping mastery that will empower you with confidence and skill to crush your competition. You'll also find a link to my value-packed online course on self-taping that'll give you a wild competitive edge and some powerful free bonuses. Subscribe and like if you haven't already done so.